everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to replace audio of a video file with a completely different audio file in Expo React Native for iOS using AV mutable composition. So let's get started. Alright, so the next thing is we will have to create an Expo React Native project. So you can go to this particular URL to choose a template of your own choice. I will be using this blank TypeScript template because it creates very minimum boilerplate code. Also it uses TypeScript. So what I will do is that I will just copy this particular command, but you can change the template to whatever you feel like. So I'll just copy this particular command. Then inside your terminal, just go to your workspace directory and just paste this particular command. It will ask me for my app name. I will just give it some generic app name. Let's just wait. So I will just give it as my app. Okay. Once this is done, it will create a project for us and it will do all the npm installation for us. So what I will do is that I will just open my app. So I'll just copy this. So this is the project which we have created. So I'll just open it inside VS Code. Alright, so this is open. Next, if you see inside our project, there is no Android and iOS folder. So we need to create those folders because we will be writing some native code, right? So that's why we need to create those folders. Also one more thing which I want to inform you guys is we'll have to create a separate native module as well. Even though we have created those Android and iOS folder, we won't be writing some code inside it. We will be writing our code inside a separate native module. So firstly, you will have to go to this particular URL and I'll paste it over here. Okay, then the next step is to generate the iOS folder. So for that we have to come to this URL. Then we just select this iOS device which we have. Then here I select development build, and here I disable ES as well. I have already installed Xcode as well as Xcode command line tools. Then I have already updated installed Homebrew, installed Watchman. Then we have to run this particular command. So I'll just copy this, and after that I will just cd to my app. So I'll just do this, then I'll just paste this command. So this will take little bit of time, so be patient. Once it will just do npm install some dependency, then we have to just copy this particular command. So this will actually create the iOS folder for us. So this command has finished, so I can just paste something like this. Previously this particular command used to ask me for my Apple bundle identifier to type it out, but now they are giving some anonymous bundle identifier, which I am not really a huge fan of. But anyways, again, this is just a development project, so I'm not really bothered about this bundle identifier. But if you want, you should change it if it is a production app later on through Xcode. Now this CocoaPod installation will take little bit of time, so be patient. Right now, once the CocoaPod installation is done, it is asking me to run it on my device. I won't run it now, so I'll just press Ctrl C. Okay, so the next step which we have to do is we just have to copy this URL and open it inside a browser. So I've already opened it. If you want, you can go through this documentation. I'm not going through that. I will just show you what steps we need to run. So firstly, you can just copy this particular command and paste it over here. Once you have just paste your command inside your app, it will ask you some questions. So I will just enter and enter. I'm not changing anything. So again, this will take little bit of time, and if you see over here, it has created the modules folder for us. So the next step is, so here I have created one sample project from which I will be copying a bit of code. So don't get confused, the name of the sample project is second. So I will just open the app.tsx from my sample project. Then I will just copy everything from that and I'll just paste it over here. So I will just copy this. I will go to app.tsx over here and I'll just paste it something like this. Okay, but firstly, before I show you my app.tsx code, we have to install few dependencies. So first you can open this image picker dependency which I have. So I will just open it over here. Then we also require this React Native video dependency. So for that I have opened this to documentation. So this Expo image picker dependency, because we need to pick videos from the user's device, right? So we will have a button, the user will click on it, it will ask the user for pick his or her device, and then we will transform that video, save the video to external storage, and then play that transform video inside our app. So to pick videos, we will make use of this Expo image picker library. Okay, so the next step which we have to do is we just have to run this particular command. So I'll just copy this. I will go to my app. I'm already inside my app in my terminal, and I'll just run this particular command. So it will install that dependency for us, and we also need to add this plugins folder which you see. So I'll just copy this, and I will go to app.json over here, and here you can see this is my Expo, right? So I will just add a comma after this, and I'll just paste it. And we require access to videos. You can change this message to whatever you feel like. I'll just use something like this. Okay, so once this is done, we'll have to install this React Native video library. There is Expo video library as well, which has just released. If you want, you can use it. I'm more comfortable with React Native video, but any dependency is fine. To install this, we can just copy this, and I'll paste it over here again. Now for so once this is done, okay, so this is done as well. Now for iOS, what we have to do is we have to open this particular drop down and just scroll down, and okay, you just click on this Expo plugin, and we have to add this particular bit of code. So I'll just copy this, and I'll paste it over here. Oh, sorry, I didn't copy it properly. So I'll just copy this. We already have this plugins one, so we don't need that, and I'll paste it over here, and I'll just remove this as well as this. So yeah, that's it for iOS. Okay, the next step which we have to do for iOS is we also need to do pod installation. So I'll just copy this particular command. I'm inside my app again, I'm not inside my iOS directory, and I'll just paste this. We have to do pod installation because we firstly have created this native module of modules, and we also install this inside our package.json. We install this, right, image picker as well as this React Native video. That's why we again have to do pod installation. So let it finish. Once that is finished, I'll come back. Okay, one more thing which we have to do is we have to install this Expo document picker library, because we need to pick audio files as well. So I have already installed this particular dependency. So what you will have to do is you will have to copy this command, and okay, I'll just do this, and you will just have to paste it something like this. But once you do that, you also make sure you run pod installation as well. Okay, so once npm expo install Expo document picker has finished installing, so here you can see it has finished installing for me. I'll just copy this command and paste it, pod installation command, so that it needs to pod installation as well for this particular library. So yeah, I'll just do that as well. Let it do its thing. This will take little bit of time, but in the meantime what I will do is I'll show you my app.tsx. So here you can see I'm importing style sheet, text, touchable, opacity and view from React Native. I'm also importing Expo image picker because we want to load videos or pick videos, and here is our use state as well as use effect from React. Here is the React Native video for playing the transform video. Here is our modules file as well, and here is our document picker for picking audio files. Now before I move ahead with the other code, you will have to go to modules, my modules, and here you will have to go to src my modules.ts, and here you will have to define a method called transform video, which takes a video URL as well as the audio URL. So make sure you add this particular method as well. Once that is done, if I go back to my app.tsx, here you can see, ignore this set video URI state for now. This picked video or picked audio is for when the user picks an audio. I will add the path of the picked audio file to this particular state. Similarly for picked video as well. Ignore this use effect for now. Here you can see I have one button, and on click of it, all we are doing is that we are picking videos, and whatever video file has been picked, we get the URI of it and just assign it to our set pick video variable or use state. Similarly for audio as well, we use the document picker.get document async type of audio /star, and once we have the URI, we just assign it to set picked audio as well. Next, there is this button called transform video. So here we are calling the transform video method, which we had defined it inside my modules.ts, and we just pass the pick video as well as pick audio file. Now once this particular thing has been completed, the callback will come inside use effect. So here we are listening for the URI of the updated video, and once we have, or the transform video, and once we have the URI over here, I'm just assigning it to our set video URI use state. And once this video URI is not equal to empty, if I scroll down here, you can see we are displaying our video component. So yeah, that's how it is. So simple app.tsx code. Next, what you will have to do is, you will have to go to iOS, my module.swift, and here I'll scroll up. Firstly, you will have to import photos. I have created this final URL as well, which I will explain later on. And here, this is our module definition. So this particular code is created by default. I haven't added any code as such. So I'll simply scroll through this. So this is all, everything is by default, and here we define a function called transform video, which takes a video URL as well as an audio URL. And here is our transform video method. This is a different method which I have defined below, which I will show you shortly. It takes a video URL and audio URL, then it removes the audio of the video file and replaces with this particular audio of the audio URL file, and gives us the updated URL. Then here, once we have the updated URL, I just check whether we have access to the Photos app or not. If yes, then we just save that video to Photos app. So here, in case of success, I'm sending the URL back to React Native side. So here, this will call the use effect hook. Now be careful, this URL is not the URL of the video which we have just saved inside the Photos app. This is still the same URL which we have stored internally first after transforming our video. If you want to know how to get URL of the file which has been stored in the Photos app, do let me know in the comments. It is little bit tedious, that's why I didn't went that approach. Otherwise the tutorial would have been even more bigger. I wanted to keep it short, that's why I'm using this particular approach. And in case of error, I'm just doing something like this. Okay, and here this is the method just to check whether we have the proper Photos app permission or not. So this is helpful for that. And here is our transform video method, which takes video and audio URL. We take help of AV mutable composition. We create our file manager, then we create an AV asset by passing video URL, then we get the video composition track. And this particular constant is from iOS itself. I haven't defined it by myself, so make sure you don't do any typos while writing this. And then here we do guard asset video track, just get the video asset track, ignore the audio, then we get the duration of the video. Then here we insert the time range for our video composition track as well, and then here we create the AV URL asset as well. Then we do audio composition track, composition.add mutable track, and here we just pass our audio, and this is the KCM. Again, this is by default present inside iOS. So here then we get the asset audio track, then we insert the time range from 0 to the video duration, and then we just do export path, then we get the export URL. If the file already exists with that file name, we delete it. Then we create an AV asset export session, we create output URL, we create an output file type as well, should optimize for network use, and then we just export it and assign it to our final URL variable. So this will basically come over here. So yeah, that's it from the code side. So I'll simply scroll through this. Feel free to pause the video wherever you feel like and just copy the code. Okay, there is one more thing which we need to do first. Go to the main iOS folder, go to my app, and here inside info.plist you will have to add this particular permission as well. So I will just add this. So we need this permission because once the video has been transformed, then we need to I want that video to be saved to the Photos app as well. That's why we require this particular permission. So yeah, you can just copy paste this permission as well inside info.plist. Okay guys, so here is the output. I'll click on pick video, I'll select a video. So I'll just select this 15-second long video. I'll click on pick audio. I have some audio files with me. I'll just select this audio file, then I'll just click on transform video. So here you can see it has done the transformation. Now just trust me, the audio has changed, and if I just pause this, if I click on pick video again, here you can see the video has also been saved to the Photos app. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.